Hi submarine friends. Well, I've been very busy today making the decking for the sub. I only had one side built, so today I was building the other side, and I've run out of the new material that I bought for this side. So what I'm doing is I take material from that big air duct and I cut it to size, and then I had a moment of brilliance. So it's round and it wants to say round, but I need flat panels. So what I do is I fired up my crane and I put one of the outrigger legs down, and then I use the other outrigger leg as a press, and I press it down onto some blocks and I flatten it out. It works pretty good. Then I just fine tune it with a sledgehammer. It comes out pretty good. My press is too narrow for the panels, otherwise I would just use that. But anyways, I've decided to scrap this sail, conning tower, sail, fairing, whatever you want to call it, and I'm starting over. I've decided I want it to be taller anyways, and I don't want this ugly lip on top. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bend like a 3/4 or 1 inch pipe. I'll bend it around to fit this shape and just weld it in. I mean, you got to have some kind of a lip, but it needs to be on the inside, not the outside, because this is just ugly. You know, not everything that you build works out. I mean, you got to have some failures to win the race. So, also, I want it to be taller so that I can put a flat cover over top and it covers the hatch. With this sail here, the hatch would protrude above this. So I don't like that. So, you know, especially if it's moored somewhere, this way I can close the lid, lock it up, and then it's secure. And also then I won't have rain running down onto the hatch all the time. So I like this idea. So anyways, there's the new section that I'm going to bend into the sail. And the other thing is, I went online and I looked at a bunch of pictures of similar submarines, and the back needs to be sloped to look proper, and it needs to come to more of a point. Where I have this like a teardrop, it's going to angle back to a point instead of to a curved back. So what I'll do is I'll bend it like this one in place with a jack, and then I'll tack it to the deck, and then that'll hold it in place. Then I'll do a cut down the back, and it'll just go boing out. It'll want to unbend, right? And so then I'll just bring it to a point. Even if I have to, well, I will have to add a section to lengthen it, which is fine because my air intake for the engine is right back here, and this sail didn't cover it properly. It kind of cut it in half. So with that one, I can change the shape and extend it a bit, and then it'll cover that. I was going to just box it in and hide it, but now I won't have to. So out with the old, in with the new. So tomorrow I'll work on that. My days are shorter now because it's so cold in the morning. Like this morning was -5 here. It's hard to get motivated in -5. So in a couple days it'll be warming up in the morning, so that's good. So I'll get more time in. I didn't start today till like 9 o'clock waiting for it to warm up. It finally got to around 0, and then funny how that 5 degrees makes a difference, but I'm just turning into a baby in my old age. So anyways, that's the plan for tomorrow. Work on that guy and continue with this. Another problem I had today is my welder. I'm using my new little welder for all this deck stuff, and the cord's too short. So I gotta make up an extension cord so that it reaches further, because it's hard to move the submarine closer to the welder now. Before I could just spin it around in here, but now I need to, well, I actually have a cord in my other shop. I just have to rob it out of that panel and move it here. So that's not a big deal. So that's what's going on. Yep, so that's it. That's it for today. Ciao.